So, Baron, we got to talk about something, man. We got to talk about the huge legendary upset in 2007 because we're right smack in the middle of the playoffs here. Actually, the beginning of the playoffs, the NBA bubble. The We Believe Warriors that shocked the world by beating Dallas in 2007. You guys were it was really the first time a number 8 seed beat a number 1 seed in a 7-game series.
Yeah.
So can we set the table? Let me set the table a little bit. Let me know if I left anything out. Okay, so. The season before that, the Warriors were last in the Pacific Division. You guys didn't make the playoffs. There was an 8-player blockbuster deal with Indiana in the offseason.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, the 42-40.
No, during the middle of the season.
Oh, the middle of the season. That's right. You're right. Right. The 42-40 Warriors meet the 67-15 Mavs. Don Nelson comes back to coach the Warriors against the team that he had just been with, right, with Dallas. Mm-hmm. Where he had mentored this guy, Dirk Nowitzki. You had an interesting roster, man. You had yourself, Matt Barnes, Jason Richardson, Michael Pietrus.
Had a lot of dudes.
Yeah, Al Harrington, Steven Jackson. I mean, what a group that was. What was the mindset that you guys had? You were the captain, of course. And what was the mindset going into the playoffs, meeting the number 1 seed?
Well, I said, it was myself, Steven Jackson, and Jay Rich, and Matt, pretty much. Kind of like ran it like a captain by committee. We just knew that, one, we hadn't lost in Dallas in like 3 years or something like that, or like the last 2 years.
Right, that was
going into that. We had beat Dallas at Dallas with Troy Murphy Dunleavy, and then a time I think I missed the Dallas game. Jason Richardson beat him at the buzzer. So the thing about Dallas was no one was like, everybody was up because everybody pretty much had a good game and a good matchup, right?
Yeah.
Even though Dallas was just a great team, and I think that what they ran up into is a team that they could match up with, right? And for me, it was just like, get to the bucket, get to the bucket, get to the bucket. Yeah. Right, put pressure on the defense because, in the playoffs, you kind of play a little bit more with, an angst and a fear, right? This fear of losing or this fear of wasting a possession. I know now it's a little different, but back then it was all about possessions and playing a possession game. And so it was get to the rim, get the best shot, make them play our pace. And, me going into it, I just didn't feel like there was anyone could match up against me,
Right. Well, there wasn't, obviously. Yeah. And you had a great quote that I read in GQ, and you said, quote, my job as a team leader is to get the guys to buy into the team concept until we all move and think alike. That's our challenge right now. I think of myself as a servant to my teammates, a brother, a leader, a teammate, and a mentor. So the guys obviously just kind of rode on your back, man, because I was there. I covered that whole series, and it was insane. The atmosphere.
Yeah, I wouldn't say all that.
Yeah.
Nah, it was just like, you got to look at all the big shots Steven Jackson hit, all the big plays Matt Barnes made, all the big shots that Monte Ellis. But Jason Richardson is the one that nobody, everybody forgets.
Yeah.
He had like 42 in game 3.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jason Richardson was going ham.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he was lighting it up, man. He was unbelievable.
Jason Richardson was lighting it up. It was just, we played some good defense. Monte played good defense. Steven Jackson didn't get enough credit for the defense he played against Dirk. Pietrus was alive in that series. Al gave us some great minutes.
Yeah.
It was really a team thing, and I think for me it was just will. You know what I mean? Like, we can beat them off of our will and our talent. You know what I mean? And we got to put ourselves in position down the stretch,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just remember the atmosphere in Oracle. I don't remember if it was even called Oracle in those days, but the atmosphere.
It was called, yeah.
Yeah. Building was crazy. And I have to add to the fact that I had the best seat in the house because I had Jessica Alba sitting behind me the entire series, which was pretty awesome. I know she's one of your good friends, right? So that was pretty cool. But, man, it was rocking in there. It was incredible. And it's a true story. I mean, obviously you know it, but the listeners out there might not know that Dirk Nowitzki got so pissed off that he pounded the wall going back to the visitors' locker room, and they left the hole there and put a "We Believe" T-shirt next to it, which probably is still there to this day.
I'm sure.
That was hilarious, man.